What is to be done about Iran? That's almost an existential question and one that can't be resolved in this conversation. But it clearly has a role in this conflict. How has the U.S. been engaging with Iran? Do you think we have to shift our policy now with regard to it?
We've, over 40 years, we've made huge mistakes with Iran, thinking that with the right carrots and a few sticks, they can be made to behave themselves. Failed every single time. The Israelis, I know, in around 2010, 2012, gave very serious consideration to taking out those nuclear facilities. They knew what they're aimed at. And people will say, oh, they would never use them against Israel. Well, there are fanatics who would consider something like that. We got a little bloody taste of it, what happened on October 7th. People will do things seemingly damaging themselves in terms of their economy or their infrastructure. They think they have higher goals than mere material things like that.
What stopped them back in 2012?
U.S. pressure. We, for our own reasons, thought we could do something to modify Iran. We recognize that could have unforeseen repercussions. There always is with a major military operation. So more than once, we put huge pressure on the Israeli government not to do it, and they backed off. Well, we saw from the 1990s when North Korea was on the cusp of becoming developing a nuclear device, where that led if you don't nip it in the bud. So this should have been done 10, 12, 14 years ago, that operation. After all, Israel did it in 1980 against Iran and against Iraq. They did it when Syria had ambitions in the early 2000s, and they took out that facility. So this wasn't something new. Obviously, the scope of it would be enormous, but the sending the message: you want to develop a weapon, forget about it. We know what you're doing. We'll take it out. Now, in terms of the difficulty, the question has always been, could Israel do it alone? I think the point has come now where the Israelis are going to decide maybe we have to try it alone, at least cripple the thing, and also maybe take out some of Iran's, as an adjunct, some of their oil production facilities, some of their refineries. Not the oil production itself, but Iran needs sells oil products.
This could become a regional war. That's one of
this
the
is
big...
This is already, in a sense, a regional war. Just depends what intensity it reaches. Hamas would not have done what they did without a green light from Tehran. Just as North Korea did not invade South Korea back in 1950, June of 1950, without the green light from the Kremlin.